Let's just check YouTube. I don't think we're live on YouTube yet.
No?
Don't think so. Live. Yeah, we are. We're live. Wait, I think we are live.
Okay, let's go.
Wait, let me just double check, mate. Let me just double check, mate. Yeah, we're live on YouTube. Right, we're live on YouTube, guys.
Okay.
All right, let's get this going. So, hello once again. Welcome back to Only Fools Talking Spurs. It was originally two of our own, but our friend Adam was having a little moan, so we've had to rebrand the channel. So, it's Only Fools Talking Spurs. So, we've got me, Gaz, and Ad. Hopefully, will join the stream very soon. So, today on the channel, I'm joined by Gary. We're going to preview the Austria game, react to Gareth Southgate's lineup, team selection for the 26-man squad. And yeah, going to basically talk about England, their game tomorrow, and the rest of looking ahead to Euro 2020. So, Gaz, how are you feeling? Are you happy with the squad?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with. Yeah, more or less happy with the squad. Yeah, I mean, obviously with the 26-man squad instead of the usual 23, he was always going to chuck in a surprise or two there. So, but overall, I'm happy with the squad.
Yeah. So what we'll do, we're going to start with the goalkeepers and just work our way through. So originally we thought, obviously, of course, we thought Nick Pope would be going to the Euros, but that's obviously not the case now. Sam Johnson, you think that's the right choice as the third choice keeper?
I don't think he had much of a choice, to be fair. I suppose it was between him and Ramsdale, but I think he's gone for who's been the better keeper. I think both been relegated, him and Ramsdale. So yeah, I think goalkeepers pick themselves. So yeah, I think probably the right choice.
Yeah, I mean, I presume West Brom letting fewer goals than Sheffield United, but there ain't much competition really, is there, at the moment? And it's a bit like
I think it just depends who does well in training, who does well in the friendlies there. So I think it could potentially be up for grabs. Number one, I think it could be obviously Pickford, but you know, if he doesn't have a good Euro, if he doesn't have a good start to the Euros, then yeah, I think we could see even Dean Henderson take the spot.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to talk about? I've done my predicted lineup for tomorrow. We'll come on to that later. But who do you think will be number one for the Euros?
I think in Southgate's head, he's got Pickford as his number one.
Yeah. So I think for the game tomorrow, I've gone Henderson. I think he's going to pick a few inexperienced players just to see what the squad's like. So
yeah. Well, I said about a week or so ago about these friendly matches. I said you've got to pick like the second team if you like, because you know we know that Kane can do a job. We know that you know Henderson with his experience, Sterling, Maguire. Yeah, pick a second team, or you know mix and match it a bit. You know we can't just stick with the strongest team all the time in these friendlies. You've got to give everyone a chance. You know, you've got to give them at least 60 minutes.
Yeah, that's exactly the same as me. I feel there's no point. I mean, as much as I want to see Harry Kane playing every game, but there's just no point playing him tomorrow.
Nah, I mean, look, we know Kane can score goals. We've seen it at club and country. You know, sit him out. You know, give him minimal game time. Obviously, I know he's professional, wants to play every match, but just sit him out, keep him fresh for the important matches in the Euros.
Yeah, so we'll look at the defenders now. Of course, everyone's been talking about the four right backs.
Yeah,
I've looked at it a different way because I feel Reece James, Walker could both slot in as a right-sided centre-back in the back three.
Yeah.
Alexander-Arnold, very versatile, good at set pieces. I mean, we left Ward-Prowse out, but Alexander-Arnold is probably, would you say better? I think Alexander-Arnold's pretty good at set pieces. So
Yeah, he scored a fair few free kicks in his time. I think with Ward-Prowse's free kicks though, they are superb. But I mean, Trent's free kicks are just as good, I feel. I think Trippier good at set pieces as well.
yeah,
Yeah, I think. I'd say I say the defense is pretty decent, to be fair. Looking at the defenders who missed out, Ben White and Godfrey, I don't think they ever stood a chance. I think if one or two key players there got injured, they might have had a chance to play. But I don't think either's got an England cap there between them.
no.
So So again, I think that defence picks itself there as well.
With Ben White, did he play for England under 21s? I don't remember ever seeing him really.
Could have done. I don't know. I'm not too sure, to be honest.
I feel like Tanganga's played a lot of under 21 football, isn't he? But
sounds
he's
about
not
right.
really been near it. But yeah, I feel like, what do you feel with the striker situation? Do you feel we've took enough strikers? Because I feel you got Harry Kane, so there's no point taking your Ings and your Watkins, and because they ain't going to play ahead of Harry Kane anyway, are they?
No, but I feel it depends if Kane picks up an injury, and then you got to rely on Calvert-Lewin, and Rashford there. So it looks like we're only taking three. Well, looks like we're taking two out-and-out centre forwards there.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I know Rashford, Sterling can play as a striker as well. I think Saka can play in that sort of role there as well. But I don't know. I think maybe it's tough, really, because I'm just looking at the players who missed out. So obviously, Ollie Watkins. You got Saka getting the spot ahead of Ollie Watkins there.
Yeah. So I'll put the midfielders up. So these are the more central midfielders. I haven't put the wingers in yet. But what do you feel about that? Are we a bit light there, or do you think we've got enough?
Well, it depends what he's going to go for. He's going to go for three in the middle. He's going to go for one holding midfielder with the two advanced midfielders there, or two in the holding midfield. I don't know. I mean, I like that midfield personally. I think it is good midfield. Declan Rice, Mason Mount.
We've got a question here from
Phillips, another good player.
We've got a question here from Adam. Who would be the starting centre backs? So I'll ask you your starting centre backs tomorrow, and then your starting centre backs for Croatia.
For tomorrow, okay. So I think Maguire struggled for a bit of fitness. I don't know if he'll play or not. He'll probably be on the
Southgate
bench.
said he's struggling for the Croatia game, let alone tomorrow.
Well, I'd say Cody.
I'll say Cody
tomorrow.
Yeah,
and maybe Tyrone. Mings and Cody, I think I'd go for tomorrow. If he plays a back two, but the back three could be Mings, Cody, and Walker.
We'll come on to my predicted lineup very soon. Looking at the forwards then, Calvert-Lewin, Foden, Grealish, Kane, Rashford, Saka, Sancho, Sterling. I mean, you surprised by Saka?
Well, yes and no, really. I think Saka offers a bit of versatile options there.
Yeah.
Because I mean, looking at that, I mean, maybe Saka, Sterling can offer the versatile as well. Rashford, the same as well. So I don't know. I think maybe Watkins could have nicked that spot ahead of Saka there. But again, I still think, apart from that, I think the forwards look decent. They look really potent there, and I feel like they can definitely do some damage to some of these countries.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a lot of ball playing midfielders in Grealish and Foden, and then we've got the other side of it with the pace. So you could almost try
and I'll tell you what, I've had a look at some of these Euro nations as well. I've looked at Germany's, I've looked at Italy's squads as well. I'll tell you what, their defence isn't that young. I mean, Italy is still calling up Chiellini.
Yeah, I was chatting to my dad today about the Real Madrid side, and they've still got Marcelo and Ramos. These players are getting on. Modric,
they're knocking on a bit. I mean, when we was growing up watching football, they were like in our prime, in their prime, and it was just such a joy to watch them players go. But obviously, we're seeing a new set of players now. No one stays young forever, so obviously people do move on. But yeah, looking at some of them teams, like I feel like with our young, free-flowing attack compared to some of the aging defences in these teams, I feel like we have such a chance in battering them.
Even Croatia, I mean, I think Chorluka's still playing, isn't he? Chorluka?
I think, yeah, I don't know if he's been called up or not. I think he's still playing. I think he's still at Lokomotiv Moscow.
Yeah, and then Vida, is it Vida with
Vida,
the
yeah, he's been around. He plays for
ponytail?
Besiktas, does it?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
some of these players, they must have played at about 5 international tournaments now. They've been about for years,
Yeah,
haven't
that's quite a long time. I mean, obviously, if he's starting off like Bellingham, I mean, how many tournaments has he got in him?
they? He's got. I'm excited for Bellingham. I feel like he's got a lot of energy, and
Yeah, be a big tournament for him for sure. I feel like maybe he should get some minutes tomorrow.
yeah. So
Definitely give him a
that does
shout.
bring us on to my this is my predicted lineup. So let me know if you agree or disagree. So this is how I feel we'll line up tomorrow. I've just gone for a 4-2-3-1. I tried to keep it as simple as I could. But yeah, what do you feel about that? I think we both agreed Cody and Mings will start tomorrow.
Cody and Mings, yeah, I can definitely see that happening. Obviously, Maguire will probably be out. I'd say see players like Stones, and who was it? Reece James. I've just not have not long played in a Champions League final. Chilwell as well.
Yeah.
So I reckon probably rest them players. They've had their match. They've had their minutes. So I say rest them and probably play them in the next friendly. Same with Mason Mount.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Mason Mount. I think players like Mount. Who else is there? Mount. I think Mount's guaranteed to start. Right back's a tougher one for Reece James, but I think I would go with Reece James to start now. The way he dealt with Foden, that's not an easy job. And Chilwell's a tough one. I think I might go Chilwell as well, starting over Shaw. What do you think?
Do you know what I mean? Not
it's
many
nice
managers
problem.
like it. Yeah, of course. I was going to say. I mean, I'll do like a selection headache. You know, because you've got all these like informed players as well. Yeah, but that's the thing. Who'd you go for? I mean, obviously James, Chilwell, Mount, and all that be on a buzz after winning the Champions League there. But don't forget, even though like Foden, Sterling, and John Stones, they've still had good seasons with Man City as well. So, you know, and Declan Rice has done well this year as well. I mean, I'm quite gutted for Lingard not making the final squad though.
Yeah, it was a tough call. But
that's the thing. I mean, some of these players who have ended the season pretty strong are going into a Euros with good form. And again, looking at these other Euro teams, I've looked at Germany's attack. I mean, their strikers, they've got Timo Werner, who's not had a great season.
Yeah.
You've got Leroy Sané, who I don't think's been up to scratch at Bayern Munich. You've got Gnabry, who's a bit of a threat. And but the other striker they've got, he plays for Benfica. He's only scored 7 goals. I think he was Carlos Vinicius's replacement.
Is it Cruz? Is it Cruz?
No, it's not Cruz. It's I think it sounds like Walshit. His name sounds like I think it's
Walshit. Verkhorst?
No, he's Dutch.
Oh, that's it. Yeah,
no, he's Dutch.
Yeah.
No, he plays for Benfica. He's only scored 7 goals this season. So
yeah,
looking at Germany's attack, that doesn't look the
what
same.
about,
Like when you saw
Marco
closer.
Reus? Is he still going?
I didn't see his name in the squad.
Yeah. I mean, I doubt Ozil was going. I can't see Ozil.
No, I didn't see Ozil in the squad. I know Kai Havertz is in the squad.
Yeah, I mean, they could play him up top.
But again, another thing about Germany, they had a bit of an aging defence as well.
Yeah, Boateng, Hummels.
Hummels didn't get called up.
No,
but again, and yeah, bit of an aging defence there. Bit of a some of these European teams have got an aging squad where we've got the young, fresh, young squad there. It looks like so.
I mean, I think there will be. This will be quite a surprise in Euros. I think there will be some teams that get quite far due to it feels like one of the Euros where we will see some superstars come out of the woodworks. I can't remember who it was last time. Who was it last time? It wasn't Draxler. I think maybe I'm thinking of Ozil, that World Cup when Germany played England, and we had Schürrle coming through and then Ozil, and they were full of energy when they beat us 4-1 with Lampard's ghost goal.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was the World Cup there.
Yeah,
in 2010, and that was that's when a lot of players all came through. And someone said to me as well, they reckon Sancho could have a good tournament as well because he'll play out of his skin, and then he'll be all the big clubs would probably want him in a transfer.
Add another 0 to his price tag.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Has he had a good season? I think he has, isn't it? I haven't watched much of Dortmund this season. It's been all about Haaland.
Yeah, from what I see, I think Dortmund. I think they sack their manager because it looked like a manager came in at like January, February time, took temporary
Yeah.
charge, and basically they finished the season really strong. They ended it in really good form. I
Mm.
think they only lost like two matches. I think they won the German. They won the German League Cup. I think.
Yeah, I think they beat. Was it Leverkusen? They beat Leverkusen.
I can't
I think
remember off
so.
the top of my head, but yeah, they did win a. They won something last season, but this manager
Yeah.
hadn't been in charge for too long. I think he come in,
Yeah.
took temporary charge, and they just ended the season strongly. Obviously,
Yeah.
they weren't gonna compete with Bayern Munich and Leipzig because their form was just really bad.
Mm. Well, that's the thing with Dortmund. We've got the Bellingham and Sancho link up,
Yeah,
so there'll be loads of like, players to link up. We've got
yeah. See, I think Rice and Lingard would have linked up well from their West Ham connections
that's
there.
true. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I think. Yeah, just looking at the squad now, I think Grealish with Watkins could have worked.
no, yeah, it's another one.
You think Rashford and Mason Greenwood could have worked?
The
Uh,
gutted for Greenwood. I feel like he's a proper finisher. You know,
yeah, yeah, good little talent there.
I
You
think.
got
Do you think that's where how Saka's come in, or do you think Saka was already going? I feel like Saka's took Greenwood's spot.
uh, yeah, I'd say I don't know. I think I don't know. He probably took Watkins' spot to be fair, but then again, I don't know if the plan is you don't want to take too many centre forwards because we want to work on the wings, on the attacking ball. People don't really play with many strikers anymore. I don't think Man City play with strikers anymore.
No, that's the
You
thing.
know, no, and no, like Aguero and Jesus both on the bench most of the time. When you've got players like
Well, that's what's quite worrying as a Spurs fan. Now Aguero is actually gone. They actually have to get a striker now, almost City. But there ain't
yeah,
many out there, is there? Really? I mean, could you see him going for like a Calvert Lewin, or is he not good enough?
no, I like Calvert Lewin. I think I actually said, if Kane left, I think consider Calvert Lewin. I think he's still pretty young himself, and I think I think last season obviously was a good season for him.
Hmm.
We can offer Europa League conference at best for him, but
Hmm.
he's got no European football at Everton, so we could have the upper hand there. Plus,
Hmm.
his manager left today as well.
That's what people are saying. People were
That's,
saying about he signed
it's,
James Rodriguez and left him in Everton. Ancelotti. He's
yeah,
left. So I
that's
can't
bizarre
see
what's happened
Rodriguez
there.
being there much longer. He
Nah,
must
probably
be.
not.
But was that on loan or permanent? I thought it was permanent.
No, it was permanent. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
permanent
So
transfer.
I bet he's not happy. So so yeah.
Mm.
I've, so that was my predicted lineup. Was there anything you would change with that tomorrow? I think they're going to try and experiment with Rice and Phillips.
Is it a friendly where you can rotate the whole starting 11 as well during the match? You
I
can make
think
unlimited subs.
I'm not too sure. I think maybe because it's not a Nations League game, is it? It may be. You can probably do whatever you want.
Yeah, so Kane, I probably would I start Kane? Maybe start Kane. I wouldn't start. I'll probably start him for 45 minutes and then bring on Calvert Lewin.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I'd probably make yeah. I mean, start with that. I think just looking at the squad here on paper here. Yeah, I don't know what I would change to be honest with you. I'll probably you put Trippier there in the team. Bellingham probably start from the bench. Henderson. I think Henderson needs a bit of fitness as well, so I think he needs to come on at some point. You know, you got to keep these players in tip-top condition at these tournaments.
Mm. Who would you go for then? If Henderson's fully fit, would you start him with Rice?
Oh, is that Jordan Henderson?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah, I
Jordan.
would. I think with Jordan Henderson, he offers the experience there as well. Because looking at these squads, it
Mm.
is. I mean, the average age it can't be no more than 25, surely. I mean, that is it's a pretty young squad.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know,
who we got? So
this is
mm,
the oldest one there. I think the oldest one there is probably Jordan Henderson. I think Kyle Walker's
yeah, Walker must be
30
must
now, I
be
think
30 now.
30, 31 maybe.
Mm.
But I mean, the rest of them, I mean, Saka's only what, 19? Foden's only 19, 20, or 21 actually. He just
Mm.
turned 21. Sancho, I think, is only 21, 22. Rashford's still a young lad there. Yeah, it is just a really young
Mm.
squad, you know, even some of the
I think
fullbacks.
the difference is though these young, I know they're young players, but these young players are winning the biggest trophies. You know, like
Yeah, this is it.
that's
I mean, in the past the past 2 years, if you like, if you start from 2019 onwards, you had players like Trent winning the Champions League, Henderson won the Champions League, then winning the Premier League, and then you got Chilwell, Reece James, Mason Mount recently winning the Champions League. Stones, obviously a Premier League winner now.
Foden won the league.
Foden, Trippier's a La Liga winner. I mean, if I was right saying Dortmund won that trophy, the German League Cup there, obviously with Sancho, Bellingham, because I know Bellingham put on his Instagram story about being a trophy winner.
Yeah, is it like the Pogdal Cup, something like that?
Yeah. I can't remember if it was the actual German Cup itself or it was our version of the Carabao Cup. I can't remember which one it was. But end of the day, to them, it's a trophy. I mean, Declan Rice getting in Europe with West Ham. I mean, that's quite a big thing for them as well. So
not being disrespectful. That's a big achievement for West Ham. Yeah.
I mean, they were fighting. I mean, they were close to get into the top 4 spot. That's the closest I've probably ever seen West Ham, closest to top 4. And if he can keep that momentum going and carrying it into this Euros, I think Rice will have a good tournament.
I mean, that's going to be quite an interesting battle between Rice and Souček when we play Czech Republic.
Yeah. I mean, obviously Rice will know Souček from West Ham training, and
so it'll be interesting to see who is the better player between them when they actually come head to head. So, who would you rather have at Spurs then, Rice or Souček?
Oh, that's a tough one. I think probably Souček because he scores, but then again, Rice would be good to stop us from leaking goals a lot.
I was chatting to my dad earlier about Spurs, and everyone talks about we never replaced Vertonghen and we didn't replace Walker. I was talking to my dad about Wanyama. Wanyama was brilliant in his first season.
Yeah, when he was fit. When he was,
and then compared to what we've got now, I think I like Højbjerg, but I don't think he's a Wanyama. Wanyama was a proper beast.
I think with Højbjerg, I think he does need someone to partner there. I think Skip.
I hope
season,
so.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or even maybe another holding mid.
I always get worried when the player gets one of them injuries. You just don't know if they're going to be the same. So I hope Skip's injury ain't too bad. But
I hope so. He's a young lad.
We'll wrap up the England-Austria preview, and then we'll do 10 minutes of Spurs chat. But predictions then for tomorrow?
I think we should win. Maybe it might be a bit slow. I'll probably go for maybe 2-1 or 3-1.
Yeah, I think I'll go 3-0. So, because we mentioned that there's no Arnautovic tomorrow.
Yeah, but they've still got Sabitzer, and they've got that lad who plays for that Stuttgart player. I think he ended up their top. I can't remember his name, but he done well for Stuttgart.
Yeah, well, I hope Steve Hitchens watching tomorrow. He can keep an eye on some of those players.
Yeah, he's got to do his job. I was just going to say as well, Tal, this is another thing I've written down here. These are the I've written down the players that missed out altogether.
All right, go on. I'll write it down.
So obviously, you mentioned a few anyway. So obviously, you mentioned Nick Pope missing out because of injury.
Yeah.
One player here who missed out was Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Now, I've listened to a lot of TalkSport recently, and some Man United fans were disappointed not to see Wan-Bissaka considered. They arguably think that Wan-Bissaka had the better season than Trent this year.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, Trent had a shocker.
They also said as well, Bissaka is a better defensive fullback than what Trent is. So if we do play a tough nation like say France, and you got someone like Mbappe up against our fullback there, would Wan-Bissaka could probably stop that.
Yeah, no, I do like Wan-Bissaka. It's a weird one, because not a lot of media have spoke about it, have they?
No,
it almost just feels like it's been brushed under the carpet, that one.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's a few of. I mean, I've added a few more. We've got whether these players were considered or not, I don't know. But these are players who have missed out. So you got Kyle Walker-Peters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I mean, Southampton's defense has been really poor this season. He's good. Yeah, but he's a good player. But that's the thing. Yeah, too many right backs there. So Lewis Dunk.
Yeah, big fan of Dunk. I don't get that one really. I think
tough one there. Got Konsa.
Yeah, I've seen on Twitter as well. A lot of people prefer Konsa to Tyrone Mings.
Yeah, he's a good player, that Konsa. You got Cash.
Mate, again, yeah, I like him, but the right backs, there's too much competition.
I thought he was a left back.
Cash. It's
Matty Cash.
It's Target left back.
I've written Target as well. I've written Target underneath
Yeah,
that as well. Target. I've written Rob Holding,
yeah.
Eric Dyer. I mean, we mentioned this the other day. Dyer's just been poor, and frankly, he doesn't deserve going to the
Hopefully, this
Euros.
is
I'm
a wake
afraid.
up call. Like, I
Well, we'd
I
like to
was a
think
big
so.
fan.
We'd like to think so. Yeah. I've written Michael Keane, Tomori.
That's another one. He's had a good season apparently at AC.
Yeah, but I don't know if Southgate or any of us would have spotted that because we don't really watch a lot of. Some of us don't really watch a lot of European football,
Yeah,
so we don't bother. I've written Emil Smith Rowe.
good player. Yeah,
Yeah, he's done. I think he's done well. One player I think should have been considered, Joe Willock.
yeah, especially towards the end. Like
Yeah,
he was breaking records. Yeah,
he
100%.
was having a Lingard type of season.
I
You know,
think it's weird. It depends on how you look here. Do you look at stats or do you just look at him, the player as a whole? And
yeah, mad
like,
one
I think
really.
Saka burnt out towards the end of the season. I think
Yeah,
Saka's brilliant, but
some Arsenal fans said that. They said because of like not too much depth in that squad, they've had to use Saka for these Europa League matches and then playing him in another league match as well. Yeah, he looked burnt out. I mean, for a young lad like that, you
yeah, I
know,
think he's just getting played in all over the shop, Saka.
yeah,
And
I don't think Arsenal had a choice. They had to play him. Had
I
to
think
play him.
there's even instances when they put Xhaka left back and they put
Yeah,
Saka like right wing. So hopefully he's got a good rest, Saka.
yeah,
Like I said, I do want to see him tomorrow. Hopefully he can impress.
yeah. Let's hope so. I've written Winks, just not good enough.
Feel sorry for him. I wish he was good. But,
Yeah, same, but just not good enough this year. Delhi,
yeah.
it's been disappointing.
I'm glad these players aren't going, but I'm disappointed that they aren't. If that makes sense. Like I wish they were good
Yeah,
enough. You know,
and I've
if
written
they
here,
were, we would have got top four. Yeah, 100%.
just shows. Yeah, I mean, who do you blame? Do you blame Delhi for not stepping up, or do you blame Jose?
Yeah. Oh, we've got another comment. This one is from Ollie. Ollie says, "How many goals is Kane scoring this Euros?"
What,
What do
another
you think?
golden boot? Do you reckon?
So there, I think that. Well, who we got in the group? Czech Republic, Scotland, and
And
Croatia.
Croatia. I reckon. Yeah, I reckon he'll. What do you reckon? Goal a game? One goal a game at least.
I think depend. We have to get off to a good start. I'll go 6. I'll go 6.
6 goals.
I mean, that's quite a lot. 6.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, but I think he did it. He did it at the World Cup.
Yeah, that we had. What was the Panama score? Was it 7? Was it
No, 6-0. He scored a hat trick.
6? Yeah.
Yeah, but I think if he's not going to play a minnows nation like that, is he, in this tournament? I don't think, because looking at this tournament, there are some. There's not it's not really a pushover tournament for some of these nations. They are tougher than what we anticipate. I find.
Have you seen the group of death?
Yeah, it's Spain, Germany, Portugal, and Hungary.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of people doing the fancy football, and you wouldn't want to put in any Hungary players, would you? I'm not putting any Hungary players.
Yeah, well, you never know. They might. We see surprises every year. I think there was one time when France didn't even get out of the group stages of a World Cup one year.
Yeah, I mean that was like even England. Who do England? England had Uruguay, Costa Rica.
Yeah, and Italy.
Yeah, we should have done.
And that was just a shocking World Cup. That was.
Adam's gone brave. Adam, put your money where your mouth is.
Well, we'll see what happens. But yeah, that is good. But that's crazy to think that one of them top 3 nations would miss out.
Yeah, I think is it that one? I looked at the groups and like the format. Apparently, it's better if we finish runners up in the group because I think if we win the group, we could play Belgium.
Another thing as well. There's in the group stages. There's one where there's 6 teams in the group.
6 teams in the group.
Yeah, but what it is, but they're all in their own individual groups. I think Wales are in it. I think Portugal's in it as well. But what it is basically, they play in their own groups. They're in Group A's, Group F, whatever it is, and basically they've got in that group they've got to finish top 4. The top 4 nations go through, and the bottom 2 miss out. So. Yeah, I don't know how it works, but I think what it is how they do in their group, the points tally and the goals go into the other group as well. I can't explain it. I'll have to show you to it.
Is this
But
to do
yeah,
with the Euros or something else?
yeah, no, this is to do with the Euros. It's like another format they've added.
Yeah. And I think that I've seen something about the whoever finishes third place or the highest third place, they go through or something. So
Yeah,
I think
I'm not sure it worked. They've changed it around slightly. I need to look at it, but that's what the group looked like. It said so.
this is all.
Bit of a strange one. So just going back to some of the players we missed out here, I've got Bamford.
I think he deserved it. I do. I mean, he knows where the goal is. I didn't rate him, but now he knows where the goal is, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does now. Yeah, I mean, you've got Callum Wilson. He's been injured, but when he is
Yeah, a
fit,
bit
he's a good
risky.
goal scorer. Danny Ings is another one.
Yeah, I like Ings.
And one we mentioned here the other week, Ivan Toney.
Yeah, so I don't know if Ollie's watching, but I'm sure he watched Brentford get promoted.
Well, look, I mean, Ivan Toney's going to be a Premier League player next season. So I'll tell you what, I mean, if Ivan Toney's got a massive year, 12 months or so ahead of him, because the next tournament's going to be the World Cup in Qatar.
Mm.
And if you can get the same Ivan Toney that scored all them goals in Brentford, then we'll have another decent striker on our hands.
I'll be honest, I was watching Ivan Toney in the playoff final. He looked quite rash. I thought he'd be a bit more composed than he is. I'm not sure if it was because it was the playoff final.
Yeah,
but,
I just find players don't go at it in a final.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing next year. We've got another question here. This one's from Teddy. Teddy asks, who will win the Golden Boot?
Did you think Teddy?
I mean, obvious shout is what Mbappe, isn't it?
Mbappe. I think I was on Bet365. They made France the favourites to win the Euros, and England are the second favourites.
Who else? I feel like we're going with someone a bit random. Like I can't remember the group. I'm gonna go for a random one. I'm gonna say Ferran Torres. I don't know why.
For me, I'm gonna go for Gnabry.
Who they got? Is that the tough group? Is that the tough group?
No. Yeah, I think that is a tough group. France, Germany, Portugal, and Hungary.
Yeah, I mean, I think Portugal could do Hungary 5-0 and Ronaldo gets a hat trick.
Yeah, but like I said, one of them three nations miss out.
It's crazy. I mean,
bizarre, isn't
as long as we get through. But...
Well, I hope Hungary do go through. If they go through and someone else, the one team I want to avoid in this tournament is Portugal. I just think they're just a bogey nation for us.
It's a bit like Croatia as well.
I mean, but look, we've beaten Germany before. We've beaten Spain. We've beaten Italy. Beaten France. I think Italy would be a dodgy team to play against as well. They've got Belotti up front there. They've got Moise Kean as their striker. But again, in our favour could be because of their age in defence.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you. I could not tell you in Italy starting 11. It's been so long.
I know Verratti still plays for them, the PSG player.
Yeah, Donnarumma in goal.
But yeah, Donnarumma, he got called up there, and who else? Yeah, is it Marquisia? Abad? No, he ain't been around for years, is he?
I can't tell you the right back.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Darmian? Is it Darmian? Is he Italian?
Yeah, Darmian. I don't know if he got called up or not.
Yeah, who's the manager? I don't know the manager. Who's the manager?
Mancini.
Oh, nice. See, I know the manager.
Mancini, yeah, Roberto Mancini. And last player, sorry, one player missed out altogether. This is the last one, by the way. James Tarkowski. Yeah,
and it's a weird one. I think if Tarkowski went Spurs, he'll be considered straight away.
Yeah, or not Spurs. I think maybe even a better club than. Well, no disrespect again, but if he played for a top 6, top 7 club, maybe. Top 8 club, even Everton, he probably would have made the squad.
I didn't want to say it, but I could say Arsenal. I think he'd fit in well at Arsenal. Do a good job.
Could do.
But yeah, so I've gone for 3-0 tomorrow. You've gone for, is it 3-1?
I'll go 3-1. Yeah, I reckon we could leak a goal there because I mean this team hasn't. I mean, looking at the squad of players, not many of them play for the same club, do they? I mean, looking at centre backs, I think they all play for a different team, don't they?
What's it, Austria?
Cody at Wolves, Maguire at Man United, Mings Villa, Stone City. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But we should win tomorrow. I mean, blimey, if we can't even beat Austria tomorrow, then I think it's gonna worry us. it's going to worry us big time for this Euros. I mean, yeah, you struggle to beat Austria. It's either a case of either we are that poor, or the players just can't be bothered to play. But look, they can't really go abroad this year anyway because of the lockdown and the travel restrictions and that. So they might as well just go for it. You can't go anywhere. You probably just have to go and have a week's holiday in Cornwall somewhere.
Yeah.
That's
what they were saying on Talk Sport. Like, these players need to know if they're in the England squad because they need to go on their holidays. They can't go anywhere.
No, exactly. They can't. I mean, they could, like I say, can have a staycation or, just have a couple of days somewhere down in Portugal. But you're not much freedom about it. You still got to wear a face mask and listen to the restriction laws and all that.
You'll be seeing someone like Jesse Lingard down Butlins.
Yeah.
So wrap it up then with final thoughts on Spurs.
Yeah.
Ancelotti's gone Real Madrid today.
Yeah.
So it's good news for us in a way. No one. I don't think anyone's got a clue. Hitchin don't have a clue. Levy don't have a clue. Us fans don't have a clue.
Do you know what? I thought this earlier. I think Daniel Levy's under pressure, and I don't think he wants to admit it. He's under pressure. Look, listen. He's had obviously a sacked a manager, right, and he's just left it all this time. I think there was a record there saying this is the longest that a top club from Europe has not had a manager.
Yeah.
Longest time as well. I mean, I don't know what Steve Hitchin does. Not a clue. I don't know what he does. I mean,
he don't enjoy it. Whether it's
well, listen. If Steve Hitchin is our head of recruitment, right, and goes to somewhere, gets talks to a player and says, "What's your best price?" And then he says to Levy, "They want this amount of money." He goes, "No, I'll offer this amount." What's the point in having Steve Hitchin then? Because it's under Levy's rules anyway.
100%, yeah.
And another thing as well, if the rumours are true that Kane is asked to leave, then that's more pressure as well.
That's the thing. I think
just admit that you're under pressure, right? There's nothing ashamed, there's nothing to be ashamed about. Just admit, just so we know where we stand. It's no good saying that everything's hunky-dory because it's clearly not.
That's the thing. Like, he done the programme notes in the last game season.
Yeah.
And he didn't. It was so minimal what he said. He didn't say much about the Super League. Didn't say about ticket prices.
No.
Didn't say about putting everyone in the upper tiers. He avoids so many questions and just gets away with it, doesn't he?
I don't know. I think the relationship with Levy and the fans now is at an all-time low. So I think we never used to protest before. We've had people say, Levy out, ENIC out. We've had enough of it. But I think now protests and banners and all that about ENIC going, he's got to do something, Levy. He's got to. He's been in charge over 20 years. Look, growing up as a Spurs fan, I've seen Tottenham rise. I've seen it hit the European football and the Champions League and the big time, all right? But now I feel like we're declining and going sort of back down to where we come from.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, from Champions League to not even. We didn't really get near qualifying for Champions League. Once we were top of the table, we just went down. We weren't going in and out. We were just dropping more and more.
Yeah,
and then,
I just think now. I think something's got to give for this summer, and I mean, the manager. We'll see who the manager is, but I've got a feeling it's going to be Ten Hag.
I think that's the biggest problem. Is that whoever comes, I think they're saying, "I'm only coming if Harry Kane's staying," and Levy can't promise that at the moment. So
but if you can, if you say, "All right, we'll sell Kane, but we'll get in someone better than Kane," but who's out there?
Not better than Kane. Oh, it's impossible.
It's hard, isn't it? I mean, for me, I feel like the only player who's better than him is probably Haaland.
Yeah,
but he ain't gonna come.
He ain't playing conference football, is he?
No, definitely not.
He'd get stupid numbers, wouldn't he?
But, I mean, even I'd even consider Lewandowski.
Yeah, Adam said one more. Who do you think the next Spurs manager will be? In my opinion, he thinks Poch. I mean, if it's Poch, I don't know if it's a good or bad thing because it's like, I think if we get Conte, it means he's getting backed with lots of money. If we get Poch, is it the cheaper option?
No, I think Ten Hag's the cheaper option because Ten Hag has put through a lot of young players at Ajax, and I think he'll do the same at Spurs. But I think over the years we've not seen our youth players really step up. I don't know if it's the manager's choice or generally the youth players have not been good enough. All right, I know we've seen over the years, we've seen Kane, who's turned out to be a world-class player. But recently, I mean, we've had Tanganga, who's good. We've had Oliver Skipp, who looked good and obviously played out of his skin at Norwich. And even just buying the young players like Sessegnon, I mean, why loan Sessegnon? Keep him.
Yeah, I mean, and that Jack Clark transfer still doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. No. Why? Why
the thing
loan
that
him out?
frustrates me with the academy is that we're always bringing players in through the academy. It's always the same position, like the centre mid, but they're not that good attacking and they're not that good defensively. We've had I won't say Skip because he's a young kid, but we've had Mason, Harry Winks.
Yeah.
Onema. They're not good at.
You've had Harvey White plays in that position as well.
So many average players, and they're just going to end up at like a relegating fighting Premier League side. They're never going to be top 4 quality.
I see they finally got rid of Keziah Sterling then.
Yeah, Sterling, Jack Rolls. I was surprised about Jack Rolls.
I liked him. Yeah, he looked good.
George Marsh finally.
Yeah, he's been there quite a while.
I think he's like 24. He's getting on as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, because it's like that Anthony Georgiou. He was at the club for ages, wasn't
he? Yeah.
And then there's another one, Connor Ogilvie, was it?
He's at Gillingham. Is it Gillingham now?
Last time I saw he was at Gillingham. Yeah, I don't know if he's still there or not, but yeah, but I don't know. We'll see. I think, like I said, I think the next manager will be Ten Hag, because I think putting through the young players. Obviously, at Ajax, they didn't have the power to keep their young players. They used to sell them for big money. But at least with us, we can keep hold of our young players. I mean, if you can make money on, if you can make big money on Winks, then you'd say, you can have him.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think we'll get now? I can't see. I think 20 is the tops now for Winks.
Yeah, I think just do a straight swap with someone. Just say, I don't know. I'll take that Tom Davis from Everton.
Yeah. I like him but not. I mean, he do a job Conference League, but he ain't going to win us the Champions League, is he?
But I don't know. We need a massive clear out in the summer. I think the chairman needs to go. I think half this squad needs to go. Just start afresh.
Have you seen the Aurier and Sissoko comments?
Yeah.
It's like,
just go. I mean, they're not gonna make the club better. It don't bother me. Yeah, they can both go. They've done their best. I think Sissoko, he got better as a player, but he's just sort of looks like his body language just looks like he don't care anymore. I think Aurier, I think he tried. He did try his best, but I just don't think he was good enough. Not saying Aurier never tried, because I think he did. He was a good trier, but he just.
I mean, I respect him after what happened with his brother, and he played 2 days later or something, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's had his struggles, but
but on the pitch, just overall not very good enough, really. He might suit going back to France. I think playing in the French league will suit him again, but Premier League, he gave it a go. Obviously, for the long run, it hasn't worked out massively.
What will be interesting is Ndombele without Sissoko and Aurier. If he gets, he gets a different friendship group at Spurs,
I mean, some of these. I mean, it's good to have obviously friends at a club, makes you feel at home and all that stuff. But I don't know, were they encouraging players? Were they bad influence on him?
That French mafia stuff. Just
it
seems like a bad example.
It just seems like it just always seemed like they was interested in all their cars and their fashion. Going up Harrods every weekend and all that. But I mean, players like Harry Kane, who always had that. Who loved their football he's serious about his football, but I don't know. I think they were just too interested in their fashion and their watches.
That's the thing. I mean, Ndombele's missed out on the Euros now. So that's how poor some of these players have been.
Maybe his national manager sees something that we don't.
Yeah, right. They're definitely not fit enough. Did you read the comments from Harry Kane about? The players didn't do the gym work. Did you read that one?
I haven't seen that, no.
On, the Gary Neville interview. Did you see that?
Yeah, no, I heard about it. I didn't really watch it.
He said under Pochettino, they'd have like gym routines.
Yeah.
But under Mourinho, he just expected them to do it in their free time. And none of them done it, apart from Kane and Højbjerg. No one else would take part in their gym sessions.
Oh, wow.
They just went home and done their own thing, played Fortnite or whatever. But I think you can
Wow.
tell. Like, you can tell who's fit. They don't look fit, you know.
Yeah, no, they didn't look fit now. So it's disappointing, really. I just think the new manager that comes in just needs to kick them up the backside again and say, look, you know, football's all about fitness. So time to get your fitness up and start playing some good football again.
That's the only thing. I don't want Conte to come in and he's like, Ori, I'll give you another chance. Winks, I'll give you another chance. I want him gone. Just get rid of him.
Yeah.
Because
It's too stale. It's too stale at that club now. You know, they've been there for too long.
and they're not winners.
And they clearly don't get the objective. You know, they look like they're staying there for a rest. I think they need to, just get gone.
Yeah.
And just move on. We need to start afresh. Massive rebuild now. And just new ideas.
Yeah. So your final question then, you think Ten Hag, when do you think this will happen then? You're going to give me a day?
God, blimey. Well, I've read somewhere it could be before the start of the Euros, which is next Friday. So I reckon this time next week, I reckon we'll have a new manager.
I'll say Pochettino on Sunday. That's my
If it won't be this time next week, I reckon we'll have an idea. We'll have a more concrete idea on who the next manager is going to be.
Yeah, it'll be like if it's going to be Ten Hag or Poch, they would have left their job, and then they'll be in.
Yeah.
I think they're going to have to kick off a storm somehow, aren't they?
Yeah. See, the thing is, I think the only reason why they've signed these new contracts is so the clubs can get more compensation out of it. That's what Ajax have done because this Ten Hag only had 12 months left. But now that he's signed a new deal, but apparently I heard he didn't have a say in this 3-year contract. This is what I'm hearing. He didn't have a say in the 3-year contract. They said, yeah, there's your new 3-year contract. But they've probably said to him, there's no obligation to stay if a club comes in and pays you compensation. Probably what they're saying. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it's just frustrating not having a Scooby on who.
Sorry, mate, I've blacked out. Pochettino's deal gets extended by another year because he qualified for the Champions League, which you're going to at PSG, aren't you? You're going to qualify for the Champions League. So it's a silly clause.
Yeah, it'd be there years then, if that was the case.
He'll keep renewing, yeah. Oh, we've got one more comment. Last comment then, and then we'll wrap it up. Adam says, if we get him, we will get Donny van der Beek. I mean, it's a bit hard. He's a United
I could see
player,
that.
I love Van der Beek. I love Van der Beek. I really wish we had him, you know.
If not, I reckon there will be about a few Ajax players we could get linked with. There's one called Ryan Gravenberch.
Gravenberch, yeah, the centre mid. Yeah.
Centre mid, yeah, he's good. I mean, if you ship out Winks and Sissoko, I'd bring him in. He's only like 19, 20 years old and he's a beast. Really good player.
I saw that Onana's linked with Arsenal today. You see that?
Onana, yeah, but he can't play till January, February. He's on a 12-month ban.
What, from football?
Yeah.
What'll he do?
Doping.
Oh crap! Yeah, that's why. Of course, he wants to go Arsenal.
Yeah, so they've been using. I think Stecklenburg's the number one there for now. But yeah, Onana, he's on a 12-month ban of football. Right. So I mean, if I was going to go for Onana, I'd probably sign him in January. There's no point signing him now. He's not going to play. You know, I mean, in Levy's case, you know, he'd be just paying wages on a player who can't play. It'd be like, so what's the point? We're just going for him in January. It'd be cheaper in January.
Yeah, I think we'll wrap it up now by just saying a quick mention for Danny Rose after he's left the club now. I mean, Spurs didn't give him much of a send off, did they, on the Twitter?
Nah, not really. But yeah, he done his best, Danny Rose. You know, he was a fan favourite, definitely. You know, I mean, he probably played his best football as a left back under Pochettino. You know, having that Walker and Rose right back, left back sequence there. He was class. Well. He was brilliant. His left foot was good. And then I don't know. I just think I know he suffered a bit of mental health problems as well, and I don't know if that played a part on his dip and like a dip on his decline there. And then obviously Mourinho come in, didn't even give him squad number, throws him out completely.
It's hard, isn't it? Though when Ben Davies isn't playing well and you can't get a game, what can you do? You know, it would drive you mad.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, shout out to Danny Rose. I'm sure he's going to come out with some home truths next month.
Yeah, I look forward to it. Yeah, once his contract's fully expired, yeah, I look forward to that. See, see what gossip he's got for us. Definitely be
Yeah.
tuning in for that. That's for sure.
Anyway, guys, thanks for joining
Yeah.
me, mate.
Cheers,
And
Tel. Nice one, mate. Thanks again.
so I'm not sure. I'm not sure when we're doing the next one. Probably no point reviewing Austria. Well, what we'll do a preview for Romania.
Yeah.
Friday maybe.
Yeah, can do Friday. Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, thanks for joining the stream, guys. If you have been watching, yeah, and we'll see
Cheers,
you on the
lads.
next one. Cheers,
Yeah,
guys.
nice one. Cheers, Tel. See you soon, mate.
Bye, mate.
Bye.